What up, B Squad? It is me, JB, and we are here today, you guys. Now, this isn't going to be like a review live because my review, I just posted it of the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part three. So that is currently up. If you guys want to know my thoughts and my opinions on part three of the reunion, go check it out after the live. But we are here today just to have a little chit chat. We will talk about things that happened in the reunion part three, but we'll also talk about some of the things that have happened today as before I recorded my video. So before we go ahead and just get into everything that I want to talk about, you guys, if you guys are watching this live or video and you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, then I need you guys to do me a solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know the routine. You can do me that favor by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and also by turning on your post notifications, you guys. And with that out of the way, without further ado, let's talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, shall we? Now, before I even start with it, the thing is, I'm so happy that part three has come and gone. It's so interesting when you think about Potomac because season four of Potomac, I will say, was the breakout season because season one and two, people were still season one, we weren't really feeling it because of the whole etiquette thing. Season two, we were like, season three, we started to kind of like the ladies. And then season four, like I said, it was the breakout season. And then we got to season five and season five went downhill, and we've been downhill ever since season five. And who would have thought that? Because even if you think about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? They had their dark season, and it was season nine, and they were able to move forward from that. Potomac has not been able to move forward at all. And I don't know what the root cause of that is. I don't know if it's the ladies. I don't know what it is, but it's a problem. And then this past week, you know, we saw the clips from part three of the reunion, and I felt the way watching that clip of Giselle having the audacity to blame Wendy and Candace for a fight that neither one of them were involved in. I just, for the life of me, could not understand. Like, I get it if you don't like a person, I get it if you don't see it for a person, but at the same time, we can all, even if you don't like me, I would hope you would have some kind of reasoning within you to be able to say, I might not like the person, I may not agree with things that they say or do, but I can call out right when it's right and wrong when it's wrong. And in the instance of Deborah, the whole thing with her was wrong. There's no justification for what she did. And I see the mental gymnastics that people are doing to justify it. And it's happening on Twitter where people are trying to justify what happened by saying, oh, Candace's mouth is this, Candace's mouth is that. And Candace's mouth is no different than any of the other women on this particular show. Prime example, Karen Huger. Season one and two, I wasn't the biggest fan of Karen, but by season three, I started to like Karen a lot, right? Because Karen had to pivot and show her real self because of raised tax issues. That whole fake persona that she was putting on, she had to kind of drop it. So, but even with Karen has said some nasty things to Giselle, who is not my favorite person. Like I said in my review, if you guys watched that, Karen in season six, episode one, referred to Giselle as a broken whore from Hampton with a hot box. And she said that the woman went to Sing Sing and, thinking Sing Sing was a mental institution. But but you can laugh and justify that kind of behavior. But then when it comes to Candace, it's like, oh, Candace's mouth is this, Candace's mouth is that. Like, I don't understand how people can even just justify that. And then the thing that blew me also with Giselle was the fact that she wanted to sit there and blame Wendy. Like, Wendy was nowhere near this fight. So I don't understand how you can say Wendy did anything. And I don't understand how you can say Candace did anything when Candace was not part of the fight. The fight was between Deborah and Kiarna. Now, I know people can say, well, Kiana is just as at fault as Deborah is. I'll say 50-50 for me, and I'll explain why I say that. The reason that I say it's 50-50 is because of the fact she went to address Candace. Candace didn't give her the reaction that she wanted. So that probably enraged her. And so she threw a drink. The drink got on Kiana. Kiana pushed her back. And so people can say, oh, Kiana pushed her. What was the reason for Kiana pushing her? Like, let's not forget why she pushed that woman in the first place. Then the woman threw her glass at her. Kiana fought the woman. Like, come on. And then the whole thing of blaming Candace and Wendy, it literally does play into the colorism with this, that people talk about, because no one's sitting here blaming Ashley. Ashley invited this woman. Now, Ashley wants to say that the woman wanted to have a conversation with Candace, but if Candace didn't want to have a conversation with her, then why did she then take it upon herself to throw a drink at her? Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, everyone is absolving Ashley of the things that she did. Do I think Ashley was being malicious and had malintent? I don't. But I think Ashley had some kind of intent that that girl was going to confront Candace. Now, did she know that the woman was going to fight her, try to fight her? No. But also, you got to look at how that woman was dressed. That lady didn't come there dressed like everybody else. Everybody else there came dressed up. That woman came there with a wife beater on, her hair in a ponytail. What is that symbol? Like, that screams to me that I'm coming with some kind of intent to do something, get it popping. Like, I just don't like the fact that they absolved Ashley. Ashley has a part in this as well. And then for Karen, what blew me with Karen was when Karen sat there and asked Candace, why did she call that woman a vermin? I mean, what else am I going to get this woman away from me? She's not moving. Like, get this creature away from me. Get this thing away from me. Like, I feel like people were trying to do their best to make this Candace's fault when in actuality it has nothing to do with Candace. It has to do with that woman. And then for people to keep trying to say, well, Candace's words provoke people. Candace's words provoke people. Here's the thing. If you're that triggered by words, it says more about you than it does about the other person. And I'm going to say this as well. Just because you can, verbally spar someone with your words, it doesn't mean that they have to do the same thing in return. Grant, I'll say that. But Candace ignored this woman completely. So I don't understand. Like, I just didn't understand how people were trying to make it out to be her fault. I didn't. And she wasn't even involved in the fight. And then for Andy to ask Candace, was she going to use the bottle? I would have said, Candace said she didn't know, right? But I would have said, I don't know if I would have used the bottle or not. But when you come in she said the woman came at her. So if you come for me, if you're lunging at me, if you're doing anything aggressive towards me, in a violent physical way, then I'm going to react however I react. Once again, you can't dictate a person's reactions to what you do. So I'm not upset with Candace. I just felt the way that they were trying to put that on Candace and Wendy. And when if and you and the thing is, we see a whole TMZ. I'm so glad that whoever recorded that and it was posted on TMZ. I'm glad that it was recorded, because if we didn't have that, then these women would have been vilifying Candace and Wendy, saying, "Oh, well, they did this and oh, they did that." I see people on social media trying to say, "Well, Candace and Wendy were talking about her." Okay, Mia's talked about the woman. Mia says she's not that cute. She's a four. And I do slightly believe Mia when Mia said that the woman came up to her saying, "Oh, she's just a four." I do believe Mia to an extent with that. But I just find this stuff, I find it incredibly jarring, right? So for me, I don't know what the, like I said in my review, if you guys haven't watched it yet, I don't know where I stand when it comes to the Real Housewives of Potomac for season 9. I'm in limbo because, to be honest with you, the of the women that are left, which at this point we only know of Karen is probably returning, Mia, Giselle, and Ashley. Those That's four people, and of those four, I only I only like two because I'm starting to like Mia and I like Karen. Outside of, and so with Ashley and Giselle, there's nothing that I want to see with either one of those two on this show, to be 100% honest with you, because Ashley is full of it. Ashley and Michael are not getting a divorce. Ashley needs that man in order to sustain the lifestyle that she has right now, that house. That's why she's not getting a divorce from him. Giselle just refuses to show her life, and I don't want to sit there and watch that. I don't find her enjoyable. So for season 9, I'm stuck on the fence. I'm really stuck on the fence. And then this morning, we found out that Robin is officially leaving the show. That you guys know, the rumor had been out from it was, I think, the Jasmine brand is the one that had originally reported that Robin was leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac, right? And so I guess on the Reasonably Shady podcast, Giselle and Robin were talking, and so Robin said, "Yeah, the network made the decision that she wouldn't be returning for season 9." And I was like, "Well, in all actuality, I really believe that the network should have let Robin go last season, and that's my personal opinions. You guys can agree or disagree, and I'll explain to you guys why. Because I don't agree with it. Because if on the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 10 with Kenya went and got married, didn't showcase her on the show, and Kenya got reprimanded, and she didn't return for season 11. She kept them out of her life. So if Kenya got reprimanded in season 10 by not coming season 11 and then came back season 12, I feel like the same thing should have happened to Robin. Robin should not have filmed anything for season 8 of Potomac, and they should have brought her back for season 9 if she was willing to share her life. Because this season, listen to her tagline, she 100% doesn't care. And again, this is a reality show about showing their real reality and what's going on in their lives. But instead, Robin wants to say that she was waiting for Karen to bring it up. Why are you waiting for Karen to bring up anything in your life that's going on in your life? That's a lie in itself. But hey, if anybody believes that, then you're free to believe it. But I didn't. So I definitely feel like they should have let her go last season, but which was this season for season 8. But she's officially let go for season 9. I'm not the biggest fan of Robin, but I will say I do wish her nothing but the best. And, good luck in her marriage. Maybe, her marriage will thrive and be better now that she's not on the show. And so if anything happens with Juan, people won't be watching him like a hawk and taking pictures and videos. So maybe he can cheat in peace now. That's all I got to say about that. Then the other news that came out today about Potomac was that the Jasmine brand is reporting that allegedly Aneka is fired as well. That one doesn't come as a shock to me. And I actually had something that I was going to say, but about Aneka prior to coming on here. But the news that came out this morning, because what I was going to say is with Aneka, if she were lucky enough to get a second season on this show, that I feel like she was going to be the next on the chop, like the next person that Giselle would be going after. Because, and these are my opinions, you guys can agree or disagree. It's not a big deal to me. With Giselle, she's cool with you, as the reason why I think that they were so cool with Aneka this season is because Aneka had an issue with Wendy. Let's just be real about it. Because if she didn't have an issue with Wendy, I don't think that they would have been as cool with her. Because if Aneka had came in and linked up with Wendy, they would have found a reason to not like that woman. Let's just be real about the situation. I feel like they would have found any reason not to like that woman. but she came in and, she let this whole season go by with that stupid storyline about the the whole Osu thing. And I think that ultimately that was her downfall. That and the fact that, like, you had a storyline about your fertility journey. I honestly wish that you didn't squander that, because when she came into the show, I went into this season. I had heard everything that was in social media, but I was like, I just want to give her a chance because I'm not like the biggest fan of Wendy. But I was like, I want to give a woman a chance and see what she brings. But for me, she brought absolutely nothing. And I was just like, okay. Because if you guys go back and watch the reviews, it was like in the beginning, I was just so over that whole her mom was submitting my name to a shrine and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, ma'am, is this what you're going to talk about for the entire season? And then when you get back from the cast trip, now you're talking about your IUI journey. I was like, oh my God, I forgot that that woman even talked about wanting to have children with her husband. Like, I just really feel like she just wasted her one shot on this show on foolishness. And you let Ashley Darby spearhead it. When Here's the thing, y'all was talking about the fact that in your culture it's taboo to talk about this. So, like I also said in my review, if you guys go and watch it, like I said in my review, when it comes down to the whole situation of, you know Nigerian culture, we as Black Americans don't know anything about it, and then the other part of this audience, the Caucasian side, they know even less about it than we know. And it just felt uncomfortable to talk. It just felt uncomfortable watching it week in and week out. Like, I just felt so uncomfortable because it's like, one, you two are the only ones on this cast who have the range to even speak about it. And then you say it's taboo. So you guys aren't really speaking on it. But then you got social media speaking on it. You got, people, you got some of the cast members speaking on it. And it was not a good look. And I think that that is ultimately, if Aneka is not returning for season 9, I think ultimately this is the reason why you didn't come on and you didn't do yourself any favors. These are my opinions. I want you guys to tell me what you think and feel in the comment section, but I also want things to be very respectful about what is said and what isn't said. If you agree with me, cool. If you disagree with me, respectfully disagree with me. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. If you disagree with me, please respectfully disagree with me. Don't come with any ignorance, because I won't entertain it and I will block it. Like, that's all I have to say. Just be respectful with the things that you say and do in the comment section in the video. And then the last thing that we got today, like, we got a lot of news about Potomac today. We got the news that Robin is not returning. We got the news that Aneka allegedly is not returning. And then we got the news that Candace and Chris are expecting their first child together. So congratulations go out to Candace and Chris. Actually, while I was recording my review earlier, that was when I saw the news that they are, having a baby. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she's 13 weeks pregnant, you guys. I'll have to double check. But I do believe that this is probably the reason that Candace decided that she is not coming back for next season of Real Housewives of Potomac. And I'm happy for Candace. I really, truly am. I want Candace to have a happy, healthy pregnancy. And being off this show, if that's what's good for her, then I'm here for it. So, oh, hey, Tracy, how are you doing today? Whew, I think we all are. I think everybody is happy that this show is over, because this season they ain't gave like they really thought that they gave, and it's a wrap. I'm so glad to not have to talk about this at least for a good few months. Now, what they're doing over there with Atlanta, the way that they've paused Atlanta, they need to pause the hell out of Potomac. They need to they need to restructure this show, because I'm I don't know what to do with, like, this show is just, it's a resounding no. It's a no. Like this season has not been good at all. Like no parts of season 8 has been good. But like I said, I'm happy to, and anybody who loves Robin, this ain't nothing against you. This is just my personal opinions. I'm happy that Robin is gone. Robin and gave us nothing. Like nothing at all. Nothing, nothing, nothing. She started, in the beginning, season one Robin I liked because I felt like that Robin was real. She was honest about her financial issues after Big Head Ashley talked about it. She was honest about her financial issues. She told us about the stuff that was going on between she and Juan. Didn't understand it then, but I wish that she had, like, with Robin. I wish Robin wasn't always so up Giselle's behind. I think that's the problem when it comes to Robin, that she was always up Giselle's behind. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. But congratulations to Candace and Chris. Like I said, I wish her nothing but the best. I wish her a happy, healthy pregnancy. I think she's in her second trimester. I think she's in her second trimester. But yeah, congratulations to Candy Pants. I'm happy for her. Now, if what I will say for season 9, I think they made a mistake not having Kiana as a housewife. I really feel like they made a mistake. I think Kiana would be an excellent housewife. I definitely do. Tracy says, "Oh my God, I'm so happy Rob is gone." I think everybody is. I think everybody is happy, besides her fans and some of the bloggers who like her. Yep, and Neckbone. I'm happy that Neck is gone too. Yeah, I don't really feel too much. If Robin, like I said, if Robin had come on and just, you know, been honest about what was going on with her marriage, granted, like she said, it happened previously, but don't come on here with the lie and say you wanted Karen to bring it onto the show. No, you didn't. Because if you did that, then why did you? Because when Karen talked about the woman in Georgetown, why do you bring up this woman in Canada? You took it behind the paywall. Like you took it behind the paywall. Like I don't care, you guys. Like but I'm like I said, I'm glad that she's gone. I'm glad that she's gone. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And then since we're talking about housewives, let's talk about the Real Housewives of Miami real quick, you guys. So if you guys don't watch Miami, you guys definitely should get into Miami because it's a really, really good franchise. I hate the fact that Real Housewives of Miami is not filming until the fall of this year because the news that just came out today about Alexia's husband Todd filing for divorce. I was like, oh wow. So you talked about Adriana and that she was lying, but Adriana was telling the truth. Todd probably did say there's issues in y'all's marriage, and she was right on the nose. Like, oh, so let me say this. Like, this is going back to what I said a few minutes ago. Miami is on a pause, but the last 3 seasons of Miami have been really good. The last 3 seasons of Potomac have been trash, and they're pausing Miami. Like I said, Potomac needs to be on a pause. The next firing that I need to hear from Potomac is Ashley. I'm sorry, because I know that they're not going to get rid of Giselle, and I'm okay with that. I'm honestly okay with the fact that they're going to keep Giselle for now. But Ashley got to go. Ashley is the problem. Ashley is the big problem with this show too. Nobody held Ashley accountable for anything at this reunion, with the exception of Wendy when she asked Ashley to tell her what Osu was, and Ashley couldn't say it. Like, I had a problem with Ashley. Ashley likes to throw a rock and hide her hand. And for me, that's a problem. You start stuff for no reason. And then when you get called to the carpet, you want to backpedal and stuff. You want to backpedal on it. And that's why I can't stand her. And that's why that wig looks the way it looks. Like, oh God, Ashley. So yeah, the next firing that I need to hear of is Ashley Darby's. If Ashley's not fired, I need her demoted to a friend of the housewives. That's what I need from Ashley. If she's not fired, demote her because she's not showing her real life either. Because let's be real. She can say whatever she wants to say. Ashley is not now getting a divorce from Michael. Nobody believes that. None of the fans believe that at this point. And like I said in my video, Ashley, y'all, everybody was trying to say, oh, Ashley played the long game with Michael. No, she did not. Ashley played the dumb game with Michael. Why would you go and buy a house that you can't afford on your own? Go get a house within your tax bracket. That's the problem with her. That's why she's not divorcing Michael, because she knows she can't get anything out of Michael. Like, come on, you diphthong. Like, I just can't stand Ashley. I really truly can't. So yeah. And I know that there's rumors out there that Wendy has been fired from Potomac. I don't know where that rumor, I'm not even sure where it came from. Um, but hey, we'll see. Do I want Wendy to come back? Part of me says yes, part of me says no. But you guys can tell me what you think about that. But yeah, so at on this cat, this people, these people right here, Candace, we already know she's gone. Speaking of Candace, I don't know why Robin felt the need to shade Candace in on the Reasonably Shady podcast or the Sleepy Time podcast or or the podcast that just needs to go away, right? I don't know why she felt the need to shade Candace, saying she's not going to say that that she was leaving on her own. Girl, we know you're not leaving on your own. That's a fact. Candace is leaving on her own. It's been reported she's leaving on her own. And Andy Cohen even spoke on it. Like, girl, shut up. Hey, Shayna, how are you doing today? Are you doing part three of the reunion? I know you did part one, and did you do part two? And if you guys are not, go subscribe to Shayna. I know, I think I just saw that you have your Ready to Love review up. I got to go watch it. But come on, y'all. Robin takes like Robin. I'm just so happy that I never have to watch you on television ever again in my life. I don't have to look at your broad shoulders. I don't have to look at you be aggressive and then talk about other people being aggressive. I am just so happy about that. Like elated, elated. Um, cool. Hold on, you guys. I'm over here texting somebody. But let's get to Shayna's comment. So Shayna said, I did part two. I'm gonna finish off with part three, and then I'm done with these heifers. LOL. I don't blame you. I said it earlier in the live that I'm in a place where I don't know what I want to do with Potomac. Like, part of me is saying yes, I want to stop watching and reviewing Potomac, but then the other part of me is like, I do like Karen. I don't know where Mia goes with her storyline, because Mia wrapped up her storyline in the reunion by saying that her son is G's, and we know she's with Mr. Ink. So I don't know where Mia's storyline goes. Mia's gonna have to come up with a new lie, because unless we're gonna see them try to co-parent in this weird ass throuple, I don't know what we're gonna get from Mia. And also, you guys, one thing that I want to talk about real quickly, because I saw it on Twitter. I get people's anger and I get people's frustration. I saw people talking about boycotting Real Housewives of Potomac, you guys. So I want to address that really quickly and say my thoughts and my opinions on the boycott of Potomac. I don't think it's going to make the impact that people think it will. And I'm going to explain to you guys why I say I don't think it's going to make the impact, right? So you guys know that I watch pretty much all Bravo television shows, right? And that includes Vanderpump Rules. So with Vanderpump Rules, there were two cast members on there, Stassi Schroeder and Kristen Doty. They did something to a black cast member by the name of Faith. They called the cops on her, saying that she was this wanted fugitive. The only reason why the cops didn't arrest Faith is because the fugitive that they were looking for, she had visible tattoos, and Faith has no tattoos. So in 2020, when this came to light, Bravo fired them, as well as this, oh God, as well as his tool, Jax Taylor, and his wife. But now Bravo has created a whole brand new show called The Valley, and it features Jax Taylor, his wife Brittany, Kristen, and her boyfriend, whatever he is, right? So Bravo fired them, but they created a whole new show for these people. So it just tells you guys they don't really care as long as they are making their money. And I also will attribute this to like basketball wives, right? Now, you guys know I don't actually watch basketball wives at all anymore. And I definitely didn't watch it the season that they brought that young lady OG on. So I've said this numerous times. I don't know her story, so I don't know the treatment that she got on Basketball Wives, so I can't speak to it. But I know that that was also a situation where people, saw that she was experiencing colorism. And like I said, I can't say if she was or if she wasn't, right? Because I didn't watch that season, so I can't speak on that. But what I can speak on is the fact that the fans did boycott Basketball Wives, right? But they fired her from the show and they fired her. Evelyn left the show and the ratings did tank. That next season, the ratings definitely tanked. I remember that, but they fired her the subsequent season, and they let Evelyn left the show. They renewed the show, brought it back for season 10, and then they brought Evelyn back for season 11. So boycotting the show, it's I don't know if I don't think is giving what people want. It might hurt them in in the ads and stuff, but they're going to keep the show on. Like I said, Basketball Wives is still on. It's struggling in the ratings, but they still keep renewing the show for future seasons because they're current. I don't know if they're currently filming, but that I know that Basketball Wives is still on the air, so they have not canceled it. So I know where people want to go with the boycott, but I just want to say to you guys with the boycott, they're not going to cancel Potomac. I just want you guys to know that. And I don't think that they're going to fire Giselle. Now, I did see somebody that said that Giselle is, I know somebody said that Giselle is a EP. I don't know that to be true or not. I don't believe that Giselle is an EP. I don't know, but if you guys know some more about that, let me know. Hey, hey, how are you doing? Oh, you're not late. You're right on time. But yeah, those are my thoughts, you guys. I don't really, like I said, for me with Potomac, I'm just in a gray area. Like I said, part of me is thinking about just altogether saying, bump this show. I'm not reviewing it no more. And then the other part is like, I want to see how things play out with Karen next season. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm just on the fence. Hold on. I just saw Tracy left a comment, and I agree with you. So you say I don't think she is. I think production just loves her. I think that's what it is with Giselle. I think production just loves her, and for the life of me, I don't understand why. Giselle shut down after that stuff with Sherman season 3. We have not gotten any story from Giselle. That stuff with Jamal was fake. That stuff with that boy Jason is even faker. So production loves Giselle, but I'm still not understanding why they love her so much. Like I'm not understanding it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, that's really all we got, you guys. Like I said, Robin's fired. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I know how Tracy feels about it. Robin is gone. And NECA is potentially gone. Let me know. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about Aneka. I really do want to know that. Like I said, for me, I went into this season wanting to like Aneka because I don't. When it comes to Wendy, it's not like I'm just someone who goes up and stands for Wendy. I like Wendy, but you guys know how I am. I have no problem with saying, "Oh, Wendy girl, I think you might be lying," or "Oh, Wendy girl, you said that." And yeah, like you guys know, I don't have any problems with saying that about any of these women. You guys know that, especially y'all know how I feel about y'all know I in season 3 I wasn't seeing it for Candace, but over the last few seasons I've grown to like Candace. But y'all know I have no problem with saying when I think Candace has done something wrong. And I think that's the other thing with this, with some of these fans, especially Robin and Giselle's fans. They can never say, yeah, now I did see one on Twitter last night that actually did say that they Robin and called them out, saying she loves Robin, but she called them out. I respect people like that. And I also tweeted last night that I would have more respect for people in this fandom if y'all said y'all just hated Candace for reasons unknown, because y'all don't have a real valid reason for not liking this woman. Because like she said, the line is always moving, and the line always definitely moves. I would respect people more if they just said, I don't like her, I can't stand her, I don't like her for this reason, I don't like her for that reason, instead of then just trying to defend the things that are said and done to her. Like, make it make sense. I think we all can agree to that. We all are glad that Robin is gone. Like, but yeah, I ain't got nothing else, you guys. I just want to come on here and just kind of talk and run my mouth a little bit. But my review is up for Real Housewives of Potomac Part 3 of the reunion, if you guys want to go check it out. And that is it for me, you guys. So I gotta watch Summer House Martha's Vineyard and do that review. And then what else do I have this week? Oh, what else do we have this week? We have Abbott Elementary, we have American Horror Story, and then Friday we have that new show on OWN, Never Ever Met, which I want them to work on that title. And I'm pretty sure that that's going to be a pre-recorded review. And then Friday we have Love During Lockup, and I'm thinking for Saturday morning we'll go live to this Saturday, not Saturday morning, but Saturday afternoon we'll go live and we'll talk about that episode. And that's all we got, you guys. But yeah, also, like I said, let me know what you guys think about everything that I've talked about. Candace is, announcing that she's pregnant. And Nneka potentially fired. Robin definitively fired. And let me know what you guys think. Are you guys going to be watching season 9 of Real Housewives of Potomac? And leave that down in the comment section below, you guys. And I got to get off of here so I can go get me something to eat before I have to get back onto the work clock. But yeah, you guys, I appreciate everybody who stopped through, and I appreciate anybody who watches in the replay. So I will see you guys in the next video. Be sure to like the video, you guys, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, you guys. Wash your hands, be blessed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Another show that I forgot that I'm reviewing this week, Chasing Dallas. If anybody watches that, go check it out. And the review's up for last week as well. See you guys later. Bye, y'all.